Terrorism Prohibition and Prevention Act says I cannot be tried in Nigeria. That's the law of Nigeria. Yes. I can never be tried in any court of law in Nigeria. That's what the law says. Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what their law says.
There is something about this many of you are not seeing.
Instead, Biafra will not come in 2023. We will burn down Nigeria, and still Biafra will come.
That's why you need to watch this video to the end. Let us take it bit by bit. You're welcome back again. This is still BVI Channel 1, where we tell you undiluted truth. Some of you have heard me on this platform say that you don't need to break Nigerian law in order to break up Nigeria. And what just happened at the court where Nnamdi Kanu was seen defending himself and addressing the judge.
But that's what you wrote. You said here, my lord, that the defendant has now applied for bail. Now, as I've said earlier, bail is a discretion of the court, taking into consideration all the conditions laid down in Muhammad Abacha v. State. At this stage, I am of the opinion that to make or take a stand on the bail application without first hearing and determine the issue that is glaring in the face, which is the absence of the defendant from the court since 25th of April 2017 until he was produced on the 29th of June. My lord, which was exactly what the Supreme Court did. They said that he did not jump bail. These criminals came to my house to kill me. That's what the Supreme Court said. This is in your own ruling, in your own court, my lord. So I cannot understand, my lord, why my trial will be conducted contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria that said I must have free and unfettered access to my counsel. It's here. This is the law of Nigeria.
This is clear evidence that the man understands what is called the rule of law. And to be frank with you, take it or leave it, he said things the way it is. But the question is Nigerian government being run by people that respects the rule of law? Because what he said afterwards is what we should be focusing on. Because some people had come up after this video was trending, they started questioning the legal councils, okay, saying they have disappointed in Nnamdi Kanu and that they have really abandoned him to the point that the guy has to now defend himself in the court. I believe A.G. Mako has a better response to that, and he has done that already. We should not be focusing on that. What we should be focusing on is what Nnamdi Kanu said after the court while he was addressing the press.
Terrorism Prohibition and Prevention Act says I cannot be tried in Nigeria. That's the law of Nigeria. Yes. I can never be tried in any court of law in Nigeria. That's what the law says. Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what their law says. Not me.
As simple as that.
Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court considered to try me is committed an act of terrorism.
Yes.
Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person. Is not done anywhere in the world. So you must be aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump bail. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct a trial. Is not done anywhere in the world. I have it in my case. Nobody has, there's no exception. No exception whatsoever. That's what the law says. Section 12 of the Constitution, what does it say? Any treaty ratified by Nigeria becomes law. It's law. You cannot change it. It doesn't matter what they do. All these shenanigans is just pure rubbish. You never stand. Not with me. I believe in justice and fairness. That's all.
Nigeria is signed to a standard, not to condition.
Good. Now, Nigeria is clearly exposing itself to the fact that those running it do not obey the rule of law. We know that every one of us know that. If you are shying away from that truth, then you are not telling yourself the truth. That Nigeria does not respect rule of law. I mean, those running the Nigerian system, the political class running the Nigerian system, do not have respect for the rule, including the justice system. Because it was evident during the elections. And now they are further, substantiating that fact that they don't have respect to their own laws. Especially with this case. And I've said it is a political, Nnamdi Kanu is a political prisoner. This just got to be a political solution to Nnamdi Kanu's release. That there is no two ways about it. The APC want to incarcerate him, they want to keep him in detention for God knows how long they want to do that. But what we all should be looking at is what we've been saying on this platform, that it is only through political solution, through political process, we'll be able to address some of these abnormalities in the Nigerian system. Yes, you cannot take it away from it. Honestly speaking, it is true. When I say this, many of you will call me saboteur, you are doing one Nigeria and all of that thing. That is your business. But the truth remains that agitation for self-determination is a political process. That one is one. Nnamdi Kanu's incarceration is also a political issue, and he's a political prisoner. But many of you, because of your emotion, you're not seeing it from that direction. Some of you guys, we are against the election because you believe and you know, which we know, that Nigeria does not respect its own laws. And that is why there have been agitation everywhere. That is why things are not working. That is why it is justifiable to say they want out of this system that is not working for them. That is absolutely no problem. But the process on how to get it done, to undo the madness of these corrupt politicians, is where we are coming from. But many of you do not understand that. And many of you have been shooting ourselves in the leg and making us to stand stagnant in this agitation for self-determination. And that is the truth. There can only be one solution to this problem: political solution. Had it been you have men that respect their rule of law, do you think that the court will be doing what they are doing? Because it is clear that those who are influencing the court judgment are the political class. And there is another twist of event, because I saw some supporters of Nnamdi Kanu and that of Simeon throwing banters back and forth and bringing up some of the things that Simeon said in the past.
Instead, Biafra will not come in 2023. We will burn down Nigeria, and still Biafra will come. Do you understand me? When we say we will burn down Nigeria, some people will shout, "Oh, go and arrest him. Go and arrest him." These are fools. Complete fools. You think we are scared of saying we are going to burn down Nigeria? Who will burn down Nigeria? You think war is to come and cement your house? You think fighting war for your freedom is to come to your house and cement it, or to go to government houses and put a pillar so that it will not fall? You think fighting for freedom is not about burning down? We're going to burn down Nigeria. And after burning it down, Biafra will still come. So the choice is yours. It is not, I want you to make this video go viral. I am saying it today, the 6th of November 2022. If you do not give Biafra freedom, and if we do not get freedom in 2023, and if we do not fight for the freedom and get it, we are going to burn Nigeria down.
Sorry?
You're in Finland.
Yes.
So wouldn't it be better if you went back home and did the political thing there?
You should know. You see, I learn from what happened to others. I don't want to put my life in danger, because the country, as far as I'm concerned, does not exist. Any country that does not respect the rule of law doesn't exist.
You scared you might be killed?
Not everybody. You know that. You can say that as well. Yes.
Now, if you look at it critically, you will understand where the whole thing is coming from. Perhaps after what happened yesterday on confirming that Nigeria do not respect their rule of law, now the only option is to confront Nigeria violently through armed struggle. Perhaps that's what led to people bringing this video forward. telling him or reminding him to go back home and start the confrontation whatsoever. But that is not my interest. My interest, why I want to bring it to you, because some of you watch this because of your emotion, you don't think through some of the things you are watching. Now listen to this guy again when he was telling Simeon something.
Wouldn't it be better if you went back home and did the political thing there? Did the political thing there? Did the political thing there?
You heard him say that this is a political stuff. Why don't you go home and address it? Nobody in the whole universe will argue the fact that agitation for self-determination or even agitation for independence is a political process, is a political thing. And that is what we are doing here. But our people who do not understand that called me a saboteur doing one Nigeria. But yet, we are still Nigerians. Yes, of course. Biafrans are Nigerians by citizens. But by indigenous identity, we are Biafrans. And that's why we are drawing that power from what the UN ratified. The right of indigenous people. And that is where the agitation is coming forward. And that is why you have the name Indigenous People of Biafra. Okay? But we don't understand where and how to go about all of this. And when we try to address our people and inform them critically to think, and that is why I do this. I'm not making this video because you've not seen what happened. But what did you understand from what you saw? And if you want this conversation to continue, you can also join in our live interactive section during Biafra Discourse. We can iron it out. Because this information is crucial. Come to think of it, if the people who are running the Nigerian government, who we know does not have respect for the rule of law, they don't even respect their own laws. If it were the other way around, where you have the right people in power, do you think that these things will be happening? The answer is no. And some of you will say, oh, the one that Atolato case here, you saw, yes, you don't expect it to just happen like walk away, or they will serve it to you on a plate of gold. No. It is a struggle. It is a fight. You have to engage them. And that is my position. All the time and energy and death that we've suffered, casualties and brutalities that we've gone through in this process, if we have engaged it a little of it in the political struggle, we would have captured our homeland first. It will no longer be in the hands of the political charlatans in the southeast. You now have the people who have the same ideology, who are driven by the same ideology for self-determination running your affairs. And also at the federal level, people who respect rule of law. That is the only time we can start making meaningful agitation. Except you say you are ready to go and fight, and the truth of the matter is that our people are not ready to fight another war. They are not ready to fight another war. And that is the truth. Whoever that is telling you that is deceiving you, and you are deceiving yourself if you are believing that. And also, don't think that if you are one Nigerianist and you're supporting this government, that Nigeria will not happen to you. Because as it's happening to Nnamdi Kanu, it's also happening to Ijele.
Using one like an idiot.
No, Maria. So.
When he was in court, bringing up all manner of frivolous accusation against him or whatever. You might hate him or like him, but the truth of the matter is that Nigeria will happen to you whether you are supporting it or you're not supporting it. And that is the truth. So let me just keep it at that. What is your take on this video and this analysis we brought to you. If you have your submission, drop it on the comment. Join us on our live interactive section after I discuss. Let's type it and discuss it through so that we'll have better insight on how to go about all this. I'm signing out. Bye bye for now.